All right, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials, and we are going to be continuing weekly therapy number 33 in this video, which is one chance here on the psychosurgery difficulty. We're on the fourth trial of the weekly, which is Shutdown the Factory. Another one that we already had just back in Geister Part 2, but should be pretty fun and a lot easier not having to deal with the Enraged Enemies variator. Speaking of variators, we're at the same 6 that we've had for all the trials so far, and we'll continue as we move through these. We, of course, have no revives itself, which makes it so that if you die, that's just going to be a fail on the trial. Additionally, there's explosive mines and extra psychosis mines. There's going to be explosive mines pretty much all over the place. And then we also have unreliable doors rounding out the additional variators list, alongside the two that are normally here for psychosurgery, being the titular variator of the difficulty and increased threat 2. I'm rocking Stun, Nose, Rock, and Smash Incognito, and let's jump into this one and see what we can do. The topic of rambling and yapping for this edition of this weekly is going to be the new rig that we are also apparently going to be getting with the update, the Winter Kills update. Oh, it's that guy out there talking. I thought maybe there's someone in the barrel next to me here, but yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what a new rig will do. We obviously fairly recently had the barricade rig come out, which I am personally not a big fan of. I don't find it to be that useful, especially in solo games. Stun is and will continue to be king, I think, for the foreseeable future, but it is definitely interesting to see what they will add with a new rig. And I've heard some pretty good ideas from people about new rigs as well. One of them, I think, was something with like a sound distraction rig, where you put it down somewhere and it will obviously make noise and attract enemies to the location. And, you know, that could maybe get you some extra time in getting an objective done. That could be an interesting one, because there was like apparently a little bit of a leak or maybe a teaser screenshot that I saw from some video or something. I'm not sure if it was even real, but I think it was on Reddit. And it showed like a kind of, because you can see your rig on your ESOP, right? Obviously, if you're in the character customization thing in your sleep room cell, it shows you on your chest what it looks like, and they have distinct ones. Like you can see the stun rig has that little knob, and you can kind of see it on my chest there. The blind mine is kind of like almost like a tank of gas or something. And I guess we just have to go all the way back around to get into this room. So let's just go upstairs and try and get the one up there done, maybe. But yeah, the blind mine's like a tank of gas, and then the other ones I don't really know, because I don't really use them all that much. But the I'm sure the barricade is like a bulky thing on the side or whatever. And the one that that people were able to see in that random video was it kind of looked like maybe like a satellite type of thing, or like maybe a speaker, which was what I was thinking. So that is a potential for the rig, but there's definitely endless options that they could do to introduce one, and it will be interesting to see if it does contend with stun in any way. I mean, it's obviously going to be difficult to do so, but they also, I don't think, really balance the game too specifically around solo play, so that is important to... Oh, hello. That's also important to remember, is like they're going to be more focused on the multiplayer aspect. Who is talking? I don't actually know who was talking there. We see this, and we have one of our Sector C here. So yeah, something like the noise distraction rig, maybe you wouldn't even place it down. You know, if you think about it, you could just have it so that you'll just be constantly making like the loudest possible sound around your character, the level 3 sound. And she's probably gonna hear this. Yeah, that sucks. And then just kind of run away from the objective and lure all the enemies with you. I mean, I'm focusing a lot on this sound idea, but there's obviously other ideas that could happen as well. This is just the one that I'm talking about. But that's like how maybe they could consider, or you could consider it not really being tailored towards a solo play. Like, but that would, I feel like maybe that would be almost too like grief for solo. It's tough to say, but like right now there's no rig that's actively detrimental in solo. And in all honesty, I mean, there are certainly uses you could have for that one even still, especially if you were able to disable it at will. You know, you could like turn it off after activating it and luring enemies to a certain location. But either way, that's just the idea that I had and wanted to talk about. But let me know what you think are potentially some good rig ideas in the comments. I would love to hear those. I'll also have to check the roadmap list one more time. I'll check it in between this and the next video. But oh, nice, we got our last poster here. Is that another poster right there? Oh no, it's just, well, it is a poster, but not the ones that we want. I feel like amps have been pretty neglected in the recent, past months and few updates. There haven't really been any new amps, and I think that they should definitely revisit them as an expansion of their reward space, because even with the changes that they made to Strong Arm and Smash, the meta, if you want to call it that, is still pretty stale and pretty stagnant. I mean, even before the nerfs to, I mean, I guess I'll take that. I know I left one behind earlier, but even before the nerfs to Strong Arm, I would still use Smash in certain situations, like for unreliable doors trials. But yeah, there's and another problem with it, I guess, is like noise reduction is just so strong. It's just hard to play without it. Or not, it's not hard to play, but like obviously if you've used it for so long, it feels bad to not use it, at least in my opinion. And yeah, so it's interesting to think about. I mean, I don't really know. I definitely think one amp that was cool that was mentioned on one of my streams a long time ago was potentially having immunity to screamers. That could be kind of a cool idea, just like a earmuffs amp. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, maybe that could go in the third slot. I would definitely, I think, use that over incognito. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit this. So, guys, please don't forget, by the way, to smash the like button down below. I would greatly appreciate it, and I hope that demonstration helps you out. But, yeah, I think the third amp slot is definitely the one that has the least decent amps that are even good to use. And then it would be a very difficult competition to even make anything that I would run over noise reduction. I mean, I can't immediately think of anything off the top of my head that would motivate me to switch it off, but it would have to be really, really strong, and I mean, I kind of just doubt that will exist, but you know, maybe that'll surprise me. Let's switch this in. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping nobody would hear it. Oh, it's the pusher, okay.
Not okay for a doctor to have sex with his patients. Maybe I should be a veterinarian.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, again, I'd be curious to see your thoughts in the comments on amps and rigs. I also just kind of want more progression in the game, I guess. This is something I already talked about in the the first video, the Teach the Police Officer video. Just having more things to get and more rewards from trials. Like, I just think the XP rewards are pretty neglected. And I think I still need to go upstairs and do the other one here. Yeah, I do. I just think that if there was some sort of prestige system or some reason that XP would still be relevant after max level, that would go a long way. But I don't know. And I think escalation is a good example of a thing that they added that can cause some diversity in amps and builds and ideas. So maybe additional modes in the future. I don't really know how much more they have planned in that regard, but that's also a thing that could maybe encourage the diversity of builds, or even just like certain weeklies, maybe they'll just have certain amps disabled. I mean, there's obviously the no amps at all weeklies that exist, but I mean, those are obviously a bit of a different story, as opposed to, you know, encouraging build diversity that just takes away the build. Oh, I didn't know you could smash all these. Interesting. I'm just throwing some stuff around, but anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the bit more relaxed and laid back approach to this weekly, as it's definitely not too difficult, and it's kind of fun to talk about and speculate on ideas. But that's it. A plus 9 minutes 56 seconds, 1 chance, or shut down the factory, 1 chance psychosurgery here, and yeah, once again, no demerits. Make sure we save those Geister tokens for next year. All right, I'll see you guys for the next video. All right, peace.